All right, so today we're going to get into some seriously cool animals.
I love it.
And we're going to deep dive into all these crazy adaptations that they use not only to survive, but to like totally dominate their environments.
Right.
We're going to be looking at some excerpts from a document called wildperfectanimals.txt.
Perfect, yeah.
So that'll be kind of our cheat sheet to understanding what's going on.
Think of it as like our field guide.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So are we talking about like the usual suspects, or are there some real kind of hidden gems in there?
Oh, there are definitely some familiar faces,
Okay.
but we're going to be looking at them from a whole new perspective.
Okay.
Like, take giraffes.
Okay.
We all know they're tall,
Right?
but did you ever think about like how they got that way?
Yeah.
I mean, their necks are longer than most cars.
That's a good point, because it's not just stretching to cinch those top leaves.
Exactly.
There's got to be
It's got to be more to it.
something else going on.
And there is. It's about having only 7 neck vertebrae.
Whoa.
Same as us,
Okay.
but each one is supersized.
Oh, wow.
And then there's that long tongue.
Right.
You know, it's not just for snacking.
It's for like wrapping around branches and stuff, right?
Well, that and it's basically built-in sunscreen.
Wait a minute. So giraffes are like rocking sunblock on their tongues.
Pretty much.
It's amazing. I never thought about it like that.
It's true.
Oh my gosh.
And the adaptations just don't stop there.
Okay.
Think about their sleep schedule.
Oh, right.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
These guys get by on like power naps.
Oh,
20 minutes here,
right.
an hour there,
Wow.
mostly standing up.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine trying to explain that to your boss?
It's like, sorry, I can't come in. I was sleeping, standing up.
Right.
Can't make it.
Exactly.
That's wild. It makes sense, though. You guys stay alert when
Well,
you're that big.
Especially on the African savanna.
Yeah. They're a pretty tasty looking snack out there or something.
Yeah.
But hold on. They're not loners, are they?
No,
I thought they hung out in groups.
they do, but it's not like your typical herd.
Okay.
It's more like a constantly shifting
Right.
social club.
Okay.
Like some members stick around,
Huh.
others come and go.
Okay, that's way more complex than I thought.
It's fascinating.
So giraffes are basically the ultimate survivors,
Right.
rocking some serious evolutionary hacks.
Absolutely.
What's next on our wild animal list?
Well, let's shift gears completely
Okay.
and head over to the forests and the mountains,
Okay.
where another social superstar reigns supreme.
Right?
The wolf.
Wolves. Always loved those.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, I always picture them howling at the moon more than like,
Right.
being social butterflies, like
Yeah.
you were saying.
But there's a lot more to their howling than meets the eye.
Really?
Yeah, it's their way of talking, sending warnings,
Wow.
even calling a pack meeting.
Oh, okay.
Imagine your voice echoing across like 250 square kilometers.
Oh, wow. That's like bigger than some cities.
It's the size of their territory.
So they're not just random packs of wolves just roaming around.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's very structured.
Okay.
You've got the alphas, the leaders,
Right.
and everyone else has a specific role.
Okay.
It's all about teamwork and maintaining that pack bond.
So it's like a wolf family business
I like that.
with everyone pitching in.
Everyone's got their job.
But I gotta ask, wolves have a bit of a bad boy image, don't they?
Yeah, it's true. Their reputation isn't always sparkling,
Yeah.
but they're actually essential for keeping their ecosystems in check.
Okay.
Think of them as the ultimate population control
Right.
for deer and other prey animals.
So it's all about balance
Right.
without the bad guys.
Exactly.
The whole ecosystem gets thrown off.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm intrigued by wolves now. What other amazing creatures are we diving into?
Okay, let's bundle up
Okay.
and head north,
Right.
way north.
Oh,
We're going to the land of ice and snow,
okay.
the domain of the polar bear.
Polar bears. Talk about masters of adaptation.
Oh, yeah.
Living in that frozen world takes some serious evolutionary superpowers.
Absolutely. Just their fur alone is incredible.
Right.
You know that like pristine white coat?
Yeah.
It's not actually white.
What?
It's made up of like transparent hairs
Whoa.
that reflect the light,
Oh, wow.
making them practically invisible against the snow.
So it's like built-in camouflage.
Exactly.
They're practically ghosts of the Arctic.
Right.
That's amazing.
And then there's their sense of smell.
Okay.
It's so acute.
Yeah.
They can literally sniff out a seal
Oh, wow.
hiding under a meter of solid ice.
Wait, a meter of ice? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's insane. It's like having X-ray vision for smells.
Right.
But I know polar bears aren't just about chilling on the ice.
No.
They're incredible swimmers, too.
Oh, absolutely. They can swim for ridiculously long distances.
Okay.
Like picture swimming 100 kilometers without stopping.
100 kilometers? That's more than a marathon.
It is.
Oh my gosh, I can barely swim across a pool.
Right.
But on a more serious note, I know polar bears are facing some tough times these days.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Climate change is hitting them hard.
Right.
As the ice melts, their hunting grounds shrink.
Right.
It makes it tougher to find food and survive.
Yeah.
And that's why protecting polar bears isn't just about saving a species.
Right.
It's about protecting the entire Arctic ecosystem.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Keeping the ice means saving everything that depends on it.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a sobering thought, but I'm ready to dive into another animal adventure.
Okay, let's waddle on over to meet the penguins. They may not be able to fly,
Penguins.
but these birds are kings and queens of the underwater world.
It's always cracked me up. They're birds that can't fly but are amazing swimmers.
Right.
It's like they took the bird thing and flipped the script.
Totally.
I love it.
And they're so fast, they can hit speeds of up to 35 kilometers an hour underwater.
Oh, wow.
But what really gets me is their dedication,
Okay.
especially the emperor penguins
Yeah.
in Antarctica.
Okay.
Picture this. The males huddle together,
Uh-huh.
incubating eggs for weeks
Oh, wow.
in freezing temperatures
Yeah.
without eating a single thing.
Wow, that's some serious commitment.
Hey,
It's like the ultimate dad duty.
I know,
Oh,
right?
my God.
And when the mothers return,
Yeah.
it's all about teamwork.
Okay.
They take turns feeding and protecting those chicks,
Right.
sharing the responsibility equally.
So they're not just about looking cute.
Yeah,
They're all about family and
Yeah.
working together.
absolutely.
But hold on, I thought penguins were only in Antarctica.
That's a common misconception.
Really?
They're actually found on coastlines all over the southern hemisphere.
Oh, wow.
South America,
Okay.
Africa, New Zealand.
Wow. So there's way more penguin diversity than I realized.
There is.
But I know these guys are facing threats too, right?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
Climate change and pollution are impacting their habitats
Right.
and food sources,
Yeah.
making life tough for penguins everywhere.
Right. It's a reminder that our actions can have ripple effects across the entire planet.
Absolutely, it's all connected.
Yeah.
Protecting these incredible creatures means protecting the whole planet.
Right. Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter.
All right, let's head to the savannas and forests of Africa and Asia
Okay.
to meet the rhinos,
Rhinos.
a creature whose imposing size is matched only by its unique horn.
They look like they walked straight out of a prehistoric world.
They do.
And that horn is definitely their signature look.
Yeah.
But I always assumed it was bone. What's
Uh,
the real story?
Get ready for a surprise.
Okay.
It's not bone.
Okay.
It's actually keratin,
keratin.
the same stuff that makes up our fingernails.
No way. So they're basically rocking a giant fingernail on their face.
Pretty much.
That's wild. But despite that tough exterior, I've heard they're actually quite peaceful.
That's right. They're much more about avoiding conflict than starting it,
Okay.
and there's a surprising amount of variety in the rhino world.
Okay.
5 different species spread across different habitats,
Wow.
from wide open grasslands to dense rainforests.
So it's not just one type of rhino fitting into one environment.
Nope.
They've got a whole range of adaptations going on.
Exactly.
That's fascinating. But I have to ask, with those huge horns, can they see very well?
Here's another surprise.
Okay.
They're actually nearsighted.
What?
They rely more on their incredible sense of smell.
Wow, that's a twist. So they're like giant armored sniffers.
Yeah.
Using their noses to understand their surroundings.
Pretty much.
But sadly, I know rhinos are in trouble these days.
You're right.
Yeah.
Poaching for their horns and habitat loss have pushed them to the brink.
Yeah.
It's a race against time to protect these incredible creatures before it's too late.
It's heartbreaking to think that something that's been around for so long could disappear because of us.
I know.
Okay, I'm ready for China scenery. Where are we heading next?
Let's plunge into the depths of the ocean
Okay.
to meet a creature that's been ruling the seas for millions of years.
Okay.
The sharks.
Sharks. Talk about a long lineage.
I know, right?
They were cruising the oceans long before the dinosaurs even showed up.
Absolutely. We're talking over 400 million years of evolution here.
Oh my goodness.
They're the ultimate survivors.
Yeah,
And they're at the top of the food chain,
right.
equipped with senses that make them incredible predators.
I gotta admit, I used to have a bit of a shark phobia.
I understand.
Yeah, all those movies didn't help. But I'm trying to be more open-minded.
Okay.
Tell me more about their amazing senses.
Okay, well, their sense of smell is legendary.
Yeah.
They can detect a single drop of blood in a massive area of water
Really?
It's like having a built-in bloodhound.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
It's no wonder they have a reputation as such efficient hunters.
Right.
What else have they got up their sleeve?
Well, they can also sense the electrical fields generated by their prey.
Right, it's like they can feel the heartbeat of a fish hiding in the sand.
Exactly.
Wow. That's like having a sixth sense for hunting. But with over 500 species,
Right.
there's got to be a huge variety in the shark world, right?
Oh, yeah.
It can't all be about hunting.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
There's the iconic great white,
Right.
known for its dramatic leaps out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the hammerhead.
Right.
With its uniquely shaped head.
Yeah.
It looks like it's straight out of science fiction.
Okay, that's a lot more diversity than I ever imagined. But let's be honest, sharks still have a bit of a bad rap.
It's true.
Are they really as dangerous as people think?
Well, it's important to remember that shark attacks on humans are incredibly rare.
Okay.
And they're crucial for keeping our oceans healthy. They're apex predators, which means they help regulate populations of other marine animals,
Right.
ensuring balance in the entire ecosystem.
Right. It's all about keeping things in check.
Exactly.
So they're not just scary predators.
Yeah.
They're guardians of the ocean, even if they don't get the appreciation they deserve.
Exactly.
And sadly, like so many creatures we've talked about, they're facing threats from overfishing and pollution,
Yes.
making their job even harder.
It's true.
Another reminder that our actions have consequences for the whole planet.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready to dive into another animal story.
All right, let's travel to the savannas and forests of Africa and Asia
Okay.
to meet a creature known for its intelligence,
Okay.
social complexity,
Yeah.
and impressive size.
The elephant.
Elephants, they're like the wise elders of the animal kingdom.
They are.
I've always been fascinated by their intelligence
Yeah.
and how they seem to have such strong family bonds.
They're truly remarkable.
Yep.
Their brains are some of the largest among land mammals.
And their memories are legendary.
Right.
They can remember water sources and migration routes
Yeah.
decades after they last used them.
It's like having a built-in GPS system.
Right?
No wonder they're able to navigate such vast landscapes.
Exactly.
But their social structures are also fascinating.
I know.
They live in matriarchal societies.
Yes.
Led by the oldest and wisest females, the matriarch.
A matriarch.
So they're basically societies run by grandmas.
I love that.
That's amazing.
It is.
I love it.
These matriarchs have a wealth of knowledge and experience,
Yeah.
and they guide their herds with wisdom and care.
Wow.
They're also known for their empathy.
Okay.
Elephants help injured members of their herd
Right.
protect their young fiercely,
Yeah.
and even express grief when one of their own dies.
It's incredible how emotionally complex they are.
Yeah?
They're not just big animals.
Well,
They have such depth of feeling and understanding.
they do.
It's amazing.
And they're incredible problem solvers.
Oh.
They've been observed using tools,
Really?
like sticks to scratch themselves or branches to knock down fruit.
Wow. So they're not just big, they're brainy.
They're brainy.
So they're like the ultimate multitaskers.
Yeah.
Strong, smart, and sensitive.
Yes.
But I know they're facing some serious challenges these days.
It's true.
Yeah.
Habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict
Right.
are all taking a toll on elephant populations worldwide.
Yeah.
Protecting them is a huge challenge,
Yeah.
but it's one we can't ignore.
Absolutely. They're too precious to lose.
Agreed.
Okay. I'm ready for our next animal encounter.
Right, let's journey to the arid deserts and semi-arid regions
Okay.
of Africa, the Middle East, and Central Asia
Okay.
to meet a creature known for its resilience
Okay.
and its ability to survive in extreme conditions.
Okay. The camel.
Camels, those classic ships of the desert.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by how they can go for days without water,
Right.
but I have to confess,
I always thought they stored water in their humps.
that's a common misconception.
Really?
They actually store fat in their humps,
Oh.
which they can break down for energy
Okay.
when food and water are scarce.
So it's like their emergency backup energy source.
Exactly.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
What other tricks do they have up their sleeves?
They have a whole arsenal of adaptations for dealing with those harsh desert conditions.
Okay.
Think about those long eyelashes
Right.
and closable nostrils.
Yeah.
Those are essential for keeping sand out of their eyes and nose
Right.
during sandstorms.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I can barely handle a windy day, let alone a sandstorm.
Right.
They're definitely built for those extreme environments.
They are.
And their feet are padded, right? Which allows them to walk on that scorching sand
Oh,
without
yeah.
burning themselves.
Exactly.
Wow, they're like the ultimate desert survivalists.
They are.
But I know they're not just about surviving in the wild. They've played a huge role in human cultures for centuries, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They've been essential for transportation, milk, meat, and even wool.
Oh, wow.
They're truly versatile animals.
Yeah.
And their ability to thrive in such challenging environments is a testament to the power of adaptation.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter.
All right, let's venture into the world of a creature
Mm-hmm.
known for its exceptional night vision,
All right.
silent flight,
Yeah.
and uncanny ability to rotate its head. The owl.
Owls. Those mysterious creatures of the night.
I love owls.
I've always been fascinated by their ability to see in the dark.
Yes.
How do they do it?
Their night vision is truly remarkable.
Yeah.
Their eyes are specially adapted to gather as much light as possible,
Okay.
allowing them to see clearly in near darkness.
It's like they have built-in night vision goggles.
Right.
Wow. That's incredible. I know they can also turn their heads almost all the way around, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Owls can turn their heads up to 270 degrees.
270 degrees? That's like being able to look all the way behind you.
It is.
How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to their unique anatomy.
Oh.
Owls have 14 vertebrae in their necks,
Oh, wow.
almost twice as many as humans,
Okay.
and they have a specialized blood vessel system that allows them to rotate their heads
Yeah.
without cutting off blood flow to their brains.
That's amazing. It's like they have a built-in swivel head. But I've also heard they're practically silent flyers.
Yes.
How do they manage that?
Their feathers are specially designed to muffle the sound of their wings,
Oh, wow.
making them stealthy hunters.
So they're not just seeing in the dark.
Oh,
They're moving through it silently, too.
like ninjas of the sky.
That's incredible. But I know owls have also held a lot of symbolism in different cultures.
You're right.
Right.
In some cultures, they're seen as symbols of wisdom,
Right.
while in others, they're associated with omens.
Right.
It's interesting how different cultures have interpreted their presence.
It shows how deeply connected we are to the animal world, even in our beliefs and stories.
Exactly.
But beyond the symbolism, they also play an important ecological role, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're natural pest controllers,
Okay.
helping to keep rodent populations in check.
So they're beneficial to both ecosystems and humans.
They are.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter.
Okay, let's take to the skies with a creature
All right.
that embodies freedom,
Okay.
power,
Yeah.
and exceptional eyesight.
The
The eagles.
eagles. They're like the ultimate symbol of majesty and strength.
They are.
I've always been amazed by their ability to spot prey from such incredible distances.
Their eyesight is legendary.
Yeah.
They can spot prey from over a kilometer away.
Oh.
Their eyes are much larger than ours,
Right.
relative to their body size.
Yeah.
And they have a much higher density of photoreceptor cells.
So they're basically seeing in high definition all the time.
Pretty much.
That's incredible. But they're also known for their incredible soaring abilities.
Yes.
How do they manage to stay up in the air for so long without flapping their wings?
They're masters of utilizing thermal currents, those rising columns of warm air.
Right.
They ride these invisible elevators in the sky,
Oh, wow.
conserving energy.
So they've hacked the laws of physics to achieve effortless flight.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what about the bald eagle? It's not actually bald, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
The bald eagle gets its name from the white feathers on its head,
Oh, okay.
which contrast sharply with its dark brown body.
It's like their own natural crown.
Yes.
But I know eagles are found all over the world,
Uh-huh.
not just in North America.
You're right. They're a truly global species,
Oh, wow.
found on every continent except Antarctica.
That's amazing.
They're incredibly adaptable,
Yeah.
inhabiting a wide range of habitats from mountains to coastlines.
So they're not just majestic, they're adaptable too. But they also play a vital role in their ecosystems, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're apex predators,
Okay.
which means they help regulate populations of smaller animals,
Right.
keeping that food web in balance.
Okay.
They're also nature's cleanup crew,
Oh, right.
scavenging on carrion
Oh, well.
and preventing the spread of disease.
So they're like the guardians of balance.
Yes,
Both in terms of prey populations and keeping the environment clean.
exactly.
That's pretty impressive. Okay. I'm ready for our final animal encounter.
Okay, let's dive back into the ocean
All right.
to meet one of the most curious and delicate creatures in the sea,
Okay.
the seahorse.
Seahorses.
They're like tiny magical creatures.
I've always loved their unique look,
Yeah.
but I have to admit, I don't know much about them. What makes them so special?
Well, for starters,
Okay.
The males are the ones who get pregnant
What?
and give birth.
Wait, seriously. The males give birth?
It's true.
That's amazing.
The female seahorse deposits her eggs into a pouch on the male's belly,
Oh, wow.
and he fertilizes them and carries them until they hatch.
That's incredible. And where do they live? I always picture them hiding among coral reefs.
You're right.
Yeah.
They're often found in tropical and temperate waters around the world,
Okay.
camouflaging among seaweed and coral reefs
Right.
where they can blend in seamlessly.
It's like they're playing hide and seek in the ocean.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
And they have some interesting adaptations for their lifestyle.
Oh,
Their bodies are covered in bony plates,
okay.
providing protection.
Okay.
And they have a prehensile tail
Okay.
that they can use to grip onto objects.
So they're like tiny armored knights with built-in grappling hooks. That's adorable.
Right.
But can they swim well?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
They're actually terrible swimmers.
What?
They rely on a tiny fin on their back
Okay.
that vibrates rapidly
Oh,
to
right.
propel them through the water.
So they're not exactly winning any swimming races.
No, they're not.
But that delicate swimming style makes them vulnerable to pollution and habitat destruction, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Their delicate nature makes them highly susceptible to changes in their environment.
It's sad to think that something so delicate and unique could be threatened by our actions.
I know.
But tell me, is there anything else that makes seahorses stand out?
Well, they're known for their romantic rituals.
Oh, really?
Each morning, they perform a dance with their partner,
Oh.
synchronizing their movements.
Wow.
It's like they're renewing their bond each day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It is.
It seems like there's so much more to these little creatures than meets the eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seahorses are a testament to the diversity and wonder of the natural world,
Yeah.
reminding us that even the smallest and most delicate creatures
Right.
have fascinating stories to tell.
That's a great point. And with that, we've come to the end of our wild animal exploration for now. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the lives of these fascinating creatures.
Absolutely. Welcome back to our deep dive into the animal kingdom.
Yeah, we've already covered some amazing creatures.
We have.
From giraffes to penguins.
Right.
But there's so much more ground to cover.
Yeah, there is so much more.
I'm ready for more animal adventures.
Yeah.
Where are we heading next?
Let's circle back to a creature we touched on earlier,
Okay.
the shark.
Oh, sharks? All right, cool.
There's so much more to uncover about these ancient mariners.
I'm all ears. I have to admit, the more I learn about sharks, the more fascinated I become.
They're amazing creatures.
Yeah, they're not just mindless eating machines, are they?
Not at all.
Okay.
They're incredibly complex creatures.
Okay.
And their role in the ocean is far more nuanced
Right.
than just being a predator.
Right. We talked about how they're apex predators, which
Yeah.
means they help keep the whole ecosystem balanced.
Exactly. And without sharks,
Yeah.
the populations of their prey would explode,
Right.
leading to all sorts of problems.
Oh, wow.
They're like the keystone that holds the whole arch together.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So they're not just keeping other populations in check.
No?
They're actually shaping the entire ecosystem.
Precisely.
Wow.
And the diversity within
Yeah.
the shark world is just staggering.
Okay.
We're talking over 500
100.
different species,
Oh my gosh.
each with its own unique adaptations
Okay.
and role to play.
It's like an entire underwater city of sharks.
Right.
Each with its own job and neighborhood. I'm guessing that means there's a lot more to sharks than just hunting, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take the whale shark, for example.
Okay.
It's the largest fish in the sea,
Oh, wow.
but it's not a fierce predator.
Oh, okay.
It actually feeds on tiny plankton,
Really?
filtering massive amounts of water.
So it's like the gentle giant of the shark world.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how diverse they really are.
They're amazing.
But I'm still curious about those incredible senses we touched on earlier. What else can you tell me about them?
Well, we talked about their sense of smell,
Right.
which is so acute they can detect a single drop of blood
Right.
in a vast expanse of water.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But their ability to sense electrical fields
Right.
is equally impressive.
It's like they have this superpower
It is kind of like a superpower.
that lets them feel the heartbeat of a fish hiding in the sand.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's called electroreception.
Oh, wow.
And it's one of the things that makes sharks such efficient hunters.
Okay.
They can detect the faint electrical signals
Yeah.
given off by all living creatures,
Oh, wow.
allowing them to find prey even in murky water
Right.
or when it's buried in the sand.
It's like they have built-in metal detectors for finding food.
Right.
No wonder they've been so successful for so long.
It's a testament to their evolutionary prowess.
Right.
They've been around for over 400 million years,
Oh my goodness.
surviving multiple mass extinctions
Wow.
and adapting to changing environments.
That's incredible.
They are...
But sadly, even these ancient survivors
Yeah.
are facing threats from human activities.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
a sobering thought.
Yeah.
Overfishing,
Right.
habitat destruction,
Yeah.
and pollution
Right.
are all taking a toll
Yeah.
on shark populations around the world.
Yeah. And when sharks disappear,
Yeah,
the entire ocean ecosystem suffers.
absolutely.
It's a reminder that we can't just focus on protecting individual species.
Right.
We have to protect the entire web of life.
The whole web.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything is connected,
Right.
and the health of our planet
Yeah.
depends on maintaining that delicate balance.
Well said. Okay. I'm ready to dive into another animal story who's next on our list.
Let's journey back to the land
Okay.
and meet a creature known for its intelligence,
Okay.
social complexity,
Right.
and sheer size. The elephant.
Elephants. Oh,
I
yeah.
love those gentle giants.
Me too.
We talked a bit about their intelligence earlier,
We did.
but I'm eager to learn more.
They truly are amazing creatures. Yeah.
Their brains are some of the largest among land mammals,
Right.
and they've demonstrated incredible problem-solving abilities
Right.
and even self-awareness.
Right. They can recognize themselves in a mirror,
They can.
which is something only a few other species can do.
Exactly. It's a sign of their advanced cognitive abilities.
Wow.
And their social structures are incredibly complex.
Yeah.
They live in matriarchal societies
Right.
led by the oldest and wisest females,
Yeah.
the matriarchs.
It's like they have these wise grandmothers leading the way,
I love that.
passing down their knowledge to the younger generations. That's a
Mhm.
great analogy.
It is.
These matriarchs have decades of experience navigating their environment,
They-
finding
Yes.
food and water,
Right.
and protecting their herds from danger.
It's true.
They're the heart and soul of elephant society.
They are.
And they're known for their incredible memories too, right?
Their memories are legendary.
Yeah.
They can remember water sources and migration routes decades after they last used them.
Wow.
It's like having a mental map
Right.
of their entire territory
Yeah.
passed down through generations.
It's amazing how they can retain so much information.
It is.
But it's not just about survival.
No.
They're also known for their strong emotional bonds.
Yes. Elephants are highly empathetic animals.
Right.
They help injured members of their herd,
Yeah.
protect their young fiercely,
Yeah.
and even grieve for their dead.
Wow.
They have complex emotional lives
Yay.
that are only beginning to be understood.
It's heartbreaking to think that these intelligent and sensitive creatures are facing so many threats from humans.
It's true.
Yeah.
Habitat loss, poaching,
Yeah.
and human-wildlife conflict
Right.
are all taking a toll on elephant populations worldwide.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that our actions have a ripple effect
Right.
on the entire planet,
Yeah.
and we have a responsibility
Right.
to protect these magnificent creatures.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter. Where are we headed next?
Let's venture to a different part of the world
Okay.
and meet a creature that's perfectly adapted
Okay.
to survive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth.
All right.
The camel.
Camels. Those iconic ships of the desert.
Yes,
We talked about their amazing ability to go for days without water,
we did.
but I'm curious about what other adaptations they have for dealing with those extreme environments.
Well, we debunked the myth about them storing water in their humps.
Yeah.
They actually store fat,
Right.
which they can break down for energy when food is scarce.
Right. It's like their emergency food supply.
Exactly.
What other tricks do they have up their sleeves?
They have a whole suite of adaptations that help them thrive in the desert.
Okay, like what?
Their long eyelashes
Right.
and closable nostrils
Right.
help keep sand out of their eyes and nose during sandstorms.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
essential.
It's like they have built-in goggles and face masks. I can barely handle a windy day at the beach, let alone a sandstorm.
Right.
And their feet are padded, which allows them to walk on scorching sand without burning themselves.
Exactly.
Wow, they're like the ultimate desert survivors.
They are.
But I know they're not just about surviving in the wild.
Right.
They've also played a huge role in human cultures for centuries, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Camels have been essential for transportation,
Right.
milk,
Yeah.
meat,
Right.
and even wool in desert regions for thousands of years.
It's amazing how they've become such an integral part of human life in those regions.
I know, it's amazing.
Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter. Who's up next?
Let's shift gears
Okay.
and talk about a creature known for its exceptional night vision,
Okay.
silent flight,
Okay.
and uncanny ability to rotate its head, the owl.
Owls. I've always been fascinated by these mysterious creatures of the night.
They're amazing.
Their ability to see in the dark is incredible.
It is.
What's the secret behind their night vision?
Well, their eyes are specially adapted to gather as much light as possible, allowing them to see clearly in near darkness.
So they're basically seeing in high definition even in the dimmest light.
Pretty much.
That's incredible, but I know they're also known for their ability to turn their heads almost all the way around.
Yeah,
How do they do that?
it's true. Owls can turn their heads up to 270 degrees.
Wow.
It's all thanks to their unique anatomy.
Right?
They have 14 vertebrae in their necks,
Oh, wow.
almost twice as many as humans.
Okay.
And they have a specialized blood vessel system
Yeah.
that allows them to rotate their heads without cutting off blood flow to their brains.
That's amazing. It's like they have a built-in swivel head. But I've also heard that owls are practically silent flyers.
They are.
How do they manage that?
Their feathers are specially designed to muffle the sound of their wings,
Oh, wow.
making them stealthy hunters.
So they can swoop down on their prey without making a sound.
Exactly.
So, like, they're the ninjas of the bird world.
Right. But I know owls have also held a lot of symbolism in different cultures, right?
Yeah.
In some cultures, they're seen as symbols of wisdom,
Right.
while in others, they're associated with omens.
Right. Yeah.
It's interesting how different cultures have interpreted their presence.
It shows how deeply connected we are to the animal world, even in our beliefs and stories.
Absolutely.
But beyond the symbolism, they also play an important ecological role, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Owls are natural pest controllers,
Okay.
helping to keep rodent populations in check.
So they're beneficial to both ecosystems and humans.
They are.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm ready for our next animal encounter. Who are we soaring to meet now?
Let's take to the skies
All right.
with a creature that embodies freedom,
Okay.
power,
Yeah.
and exceptional eyesight. The eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
They're like the ultimate symbol of majesty and strength.
They are.
I've always been amazed by their ability to spot prey from such incredible distances.
Their eyesight is legendary.
Yeah.
They can spot prey from over a kilometer away.
A kilometer.
Their eyes are much larger than ours,
Right.
relative to their body size.
Right.
And they have a much higher density of photoreceptor cells.
So they're basically seeing in high definition all the time.
Pretty much.
That's incredible.
It is.
But they're also known for their incredible soaring abilities.
Yes.
How do they manage to stay up in the air for so long without flapping their wings?
They're masters of utilizing thermal currents,
Okay.
those rising columns of warm air.
Right, those invisible elevators
So-
in the sky.
They ride those invisible elevators in the sky,
Right.
conserving energy and maintaining altitude effortlessly.
It's like they've hacked the laws of physics to achieve effortless flight.
Yeah, pretty much.
And what about the bald eagle? It's not actually bald, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
The bald eagle gets its name from the white feathers on its head,
Okay.
which contrasts sharply with its dark brown body.
Right.
It creates that striking look that makes them so recognizable.
It's like their own natural crown.
It is.
But I know eagles are found all over the world, not just in North America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
They're a truly global species,
Oh, wow.
found on every continent except Antarctica.
That's amazing.
They're incredibly adaptable,
Right.
inhabiting a wide range of habitats,
Yeah.
from mountains to coastlines.
So they're not just majestic, they're adaptable too.
They are.
But they also play a vital role in their ecosystems, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're apex predators,
Right.
which means they help regulate populations of smaller animals,
Right.
keeping that food web in balance.
Right.
They're also nature's cleanup crew,
Right.
scavenging on carrion
Oh, yeah.
and preventing the spread of disease.
So they're like the guardians of balance,
Yes,
both in terms of prey populations and keeping the environment clean.
exactly.
That's pretty impressive. Okay, I'm ready for our final animal encounter, who's our last stop on this wild adventure.
Let's dive back into the ocean
Okay.
to meet one of the most curious and delicate creatures in the sea, the seahorse.
Seahorses. They're like tiny, magical creatures straight out of a fairy tale.
They are.
I've always loved their unique look,
Yeah.
but I have to admit I don't know much about them. What makes them so special?
Well, for starters,
Okay.
the males are the ones who get pregnant and give birth.
Wait, seriously, the males give birth?
It's true.
That's amazing.
The female seahorse deposits her eggs into a pouch on the male's belly
Wow.
And he fertilizes them and carries them until they hatch.
That's incredible. And where do they live? I always picture them hiding among coral reefs.
You're right. They're often found in tropical and temperate waters around the world,
Okay.
camouflaging among seaweed and coral reefs,
Right.
where they can blend in seamlessly.
It's like they're playing hide and seek in the ocean.
Exactly.
My gosh.
And they have some interesting adaptations for their lifestyle.
Okay.
Their bodies are covered in bony plates,
Right.
providing protection,
Okay.
and they have a prehensile tail that they can use to grip onto objects.
So they're like tiny armored knights with built-in grappling hooks.
Right.
That's adorable. But can they swim well?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
They're actually terrible swimmers.
Well,
They rely on a tiny fin on their back
okay.
that vibrates rapidly
Oh, wow.
to propel them through the water.
So they're not exactly winning any swimming races.
No, they're not.
But that delicate swimming style makes them vulnerable to pollution and habitat destruction. Right.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Their delicate nature makes them highly susceptible to changes in their environment.
It's sad to think that something so delicate and unique could be threatened by our actions.
I know.
But tell me, is there anything else that makes seahorses stand out?
Well, they're known for their romantic rituals.
Oh, really?
Each morning,
Yeah.
they perform a dance with their partner,
Oh, wow.
synchronizing their movements.
Ah, that's so sweet.
It is.
It seems like there's so much more to these little creatures than meets the eye.
Absolutely. Seahorses are a testament to the diversity and wonder of the natural world,
Right.
reminding us that even the smallest and most delicate creatures have fascinating stories to tell.
That's a great point. And with that, we've come to the end of our animal exploration for this part.
We have.
But join us next time as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of perfect animals.
I'll see them.
Okay, so we're back for the final part
Yeah.
of our deep dive into perfect animals.
I know it's kind of bittersweet.
It is.
It's always sad to say goodbye.
It is, but it's been a really incredible journey.
It has.
It's incredible to think about how much diversity
I know.
exists within the animal kingdom.
It's amazing.
From the massive elephants to the tiny seahorses,
Right.
each species has its own
Mm,
unique story to tell.
exact.
And we've seen
Yeah.
each species plays a vital role
Right.
in maintaining that delicate balance of their ecosystem.
Absolutely. It's all about balance.
Right. And we've seen how adaptations like
Yeah.
a giraffe's long neck
Yeah.
or a shark's electrosensory abilities allow them to thrive in their environment.
To totally dominate.
Right. It's like each animal has its own
Yeah.
set of tools and tricks for navigating
challenges of the natural world.
of the natural world. It makes you wonder,
It does.
what are some of the most unexpected adaptations you've come across
Oh, that's a great question.
in your research?
One that comes to mind is the pistol shrimp.
Oh, okay. The pistol shrimp. I never even heard of that.
They have this claw
Okay.
that can snap shut so quickly,
Uh-huh.
it creates a cavitation bubble
What?
that generates a sound louder than a jet engine.
What? Seriously?
It stuns their prey
Wow.
and can even break glass.
A shrimp with a sonic weapon.
Mhm.
That's incredible. It just goes to show there's always something new to discover about the animal kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
And the more we learn, the more we realize how much we still don't know.
Absolutely.
There are countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered.
Right.
From the depths of the ocean
Yeah.
to the tops of the highest mountains.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities.
It is.
But it's also a reminder
Yes.
that we need to protect
We do.
these incredible creatures and their habitats.
Absolutely. Many of the animals we've talked about,
Right.
like polar bears and rhinos,
Right.
are facing serious threats from habitat loss,
Yeah.
poaching, and climate change.
It's a stark reminder that our actions have far-reaching consequences.
They do.
We can't just sit back
No.
and assume these creatures will always be around.
Exactly. We have a responsibility to
Mhm.
protect these animals
Mhm.
and ensure their survival for future generations.
So what can we do to make a difference?
Well, there's so many ways to get involved.
Okay.
Supporting conservation organizations,
Okay.
reducing our carbon footprint,
Right.
making conscious choices about the products we buy.
Right.
Every little bit helps.
It's about recognizing that we're all interconnected.
Yeah.
The choices we make impact the entire web of life.
The entire web, from the smallest insects to the
Mhm.
largest whales.
We need to shift our perspective from seeing ourselves as separate from nature to understanding that we're a part of it.
Exactly. And by learning more
Right.
about these incredible creatures that share our planet,
Yeah.
we can cultivate
Right.
a deeper appreciation for the natural world,
Yeah.
and inspire action to protect it.
I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners today.
I do too.
What other final thoughts would you like to leave them with?
I would encourage everyone to keep exploring,
Okay.
keep asking questions,
Yeah.
and keep learning about the incredible diversity of life on Earth.
Right.
There's always something new to discover.
Yeah.
And each new discovery can spark a deeper connection to the natural world.
That's a great point. The animal kingdom is full of surprises.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to keep learning,
Keep learning.
keep appreciating,
Keep appreciating.
and keep protecting these amazing creatures.
Well said.
I think that wraps things up pretty nicely
I think so too.
for this episode of The Deep Dive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me
It's been a pleasure.
and for sharing your expertise
My pleasure.
with our listeners today.
Absolutely. And thank you to all of our listeners for tuning in.
Until next time, stay curious.
And keep exploring.